thing Doflamingo does is asks Luffy about why the heck are you trying to stop me, crushes this dude's head. Then Doflamingo tries again, and then they hit each other with Conqueror's Haki. And then, you know, that thing that happened in the Coliseum with Don Chinjao that Luffy did with that little clash of Conqueror's Haki. Well, it happened again here with Doflamingo. Then Treble has a, you know, flashback. Or was it Law because he woke up? Never mind. Whoever had the flashback, they had a flashback of Doflamingo when he first used Conqueror's Haki or Haki in general, and how Doflamingo is the chosen one. And in that flashback, I'm guessing that Treble is the one who, I guess, supported Doflamingo to do what he does, because I guess that was Doflamingo's devil fruit, and there was a gun next to it. So I'm guessing Treble gave Doflamingo his devil fruit and the intentions to constantly kill her. So now we have Doflamingo and Luffy just, you know, going at it, constantly throwing kicks at each other. Well, Luffy's throwing kicks. Doflamingo's really just blocking and throwing punches. So Luffy gets a single kick on Doflamingo with his armored Haki, because that's what they're using. They're you know, using armored Haki. And Luffy goes in for some type of new attack called it's Gum Gum Eagle Haki. Gumu Gumu no Eagle Haki. That's weird. Where's it at? He's been making up a lot of attacks this fight. Not even this fight. This entire story arc. Not even that. From the Coliseum to now, he's just been making up a bunch of attacks. So Luffy got stuck into trouble, and, you know, Doflamingo's walking towards Law now. Luffy struggles to get out, and, you know, he tries to hit Treble with Armored Haki, but somehow it had no effect at all. It went right through him. So Law, I guess, disrespects all the executives and stuff. And then Treble gets mad, and, you know, he gives Law a little talking to. Then Treble goes on about how, you know, us executives are actually the one who, you know, found and raised and made Doflamingo who he is today. And, you know, you're just some random guy. Like, Mary Jo has almost killed your parents and stuff like that. And they almost killed you. Wait, I think he said he did something to his dad. Killed his dad or something like that. And you have another flashback where, you know, they show how they picked up Doflamingo off the streets from, like, after a fight or something. And, you know, they acknowledge that he's, like, a king or something. And they're like, you know, no one should disobey you. You're the king. We'll support you, and you will be the Pirate King and stuff like that. And it shows the executives like bowing down to him when he was like a little kid. After the flashback, Treble, you know, he mentions to Law that, hey, you remember that my whatever is flammable? Yeah. And Law's like, well, whatever. You're still like a puppet to Doflamingo, so who cares? And that makes Treble mad, and, you know, Treble tries to hit him with his staff, but Doflamingo's like, hey, stop. He's making his room. He's just, like, whatevering you right now. And, remember that arm a couple chapters ago that Law, you know, got chopped off? Well, somehow Law still has control of it. Remember, Law is the Surgeon of Death. He could put that thing right back on if he can, I guess. But the sword that Law's, you know, chopped up arm had on it somehow, or whatever. I guess it had a sword, I can't remember. But the sword that it was holding, it actually hit Treble, and he started bleeding tremendously. Anyways, outside, we see all the Titana people. They all started looking at the tower, and they're like, this uneasiness feels as though it's over now. So I'm guessing they all feel relieved for some reason, somehow. So we go back to the palace, where Treble and everyone is, and we see Treble, and, you know, if you look at Treble, he looks like a really big guy, but here, he's scrawny as crap. But I mean scrawny, he is skin and bones. He is a stick figure. All that snot was just covering him. Or whatever that was. And that made Treble mad, and now he's gonna blow everyone up.